Our next performance is going to be the Oshizna dancers, and to introduce them, Mr. Dennis Klima.
You guys over? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're very happy to be with you here in beautiful Bowie. We are the Ojczyzna Polish Folk Song and Dance Company, and this afternoon we're going to be doing a small presentation of costumes. We're very fortunate within our dance company. We have over 20 regions of regional and national costumes associated with our dance troupe. It's quite a large collection that through the course of about 40 years we collected. This beautiful afternoon we're going to show you some of those costumes and talk to you about where the costumes originated from, a little bit about the geography of our homeland. And to start the afternoon off, we're going to perform the national dance of Poland, the Polonez. The Polonez is one of the 5 national dances. It originated in the courts. It tended to open up the festivities of the balls for the wealthy. It originated from the walking dance, the chodzony. So please, we also are going to do some audience participation dances with you. We'd also like to show you the costumes up close, so if you'd like to take any pictures or meet up with our dancers, please do. Dzień dobry Państwu. W imieniu zespołu pieśni Tańca Ojczyzna z Baltimore witamy wszystkich serdecznie. Dzisiaj zaprezentujemy Państwu różne regionalne polskie tańce ludowe, polonez. Mamy nadzieję, że nasz występ będzie się Państwu podobał. So please, over the next while, we look forward to meeting with you, dancing with you, and having some fun. For your entertainment, from Baltimore, the Polish Folk Song and Dance Company, Ojczyzna. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, something about our country, our beautiful homeland of Poland. It is about the size of New Mexico. And Poland was known as the crossroads of Europe because to get from the east to the west or vice versa, north to the south, you had to travel through our country. And what happened, because of many foreign influences, Poland absorbed these influences, and also because of the customs, the costumes from the different regions of Poland evolved. So we're going to start with the first, and to the north, we have Chris and we have Melissa wearing the costume of Kashubi. And the costume of Kashubi is very close to our heart because it is the area where Solidarity began, and that was the time when communism fell in Poland. The area of Kashubi is in the region of Pomorze, where you see the Baltic Sea, and many of the colors of the Baltic Sea are represented. As you can see, the beautiful dress of the woman, and you see the typical green overvest that the men wears in this region. Also, what you're going to see is in this area, the men do the traditional fisherman dances, and they're very exciting dances. And we also see in the woman's bodice, the very intricate silver-threaded and gold-threaded embroidery from the region. Ladies and gentlemen, the region of Kashubi. From the north, we now travel to Warsaw and the area of Mazowsze in central Poland. The area of Mazowsze offers some of the most beautiful folk costumes of all of Europe, actually, both Eastern and Western. We take first Max and Asha, and they're wearing the costume of Łowicz. This area is particularly beautiful. What happened in Poland, the peasants of this region were emancipated very, very early and began work with their looms and weaving. And through the weaving, you'll see many of the fabric that was developed and the beautiful costumes that reflect the weaving. The woman's costume, if you take a look, weighs about 28 pounds. And we ordered some nice hot weather today for Asha to wear that costume with. And it really is one of the most beautiful costumes. The peasants in this area, they were farmers, and besides farming sugar beets, they worked with the looms and produced some of the beautiful weavings that you see reflected in the costumes. It really is one of the most beautiful costumes that we have. Just to the south of Łowicz, we have Sylvia, and Sylvia's wearing the regional costume from my family in Opoczno. And as you can see, Opoczno costume is very similar to the Łowicz costume with the stripes. The area of Łowicz is near to the Polica River, and there was also farming in this area too. And many of the folks from this area also perform loom weaving. Traditionally, you'll see the blue-green colors on the older costumes with the vegetable dyes. Some of the pink and green colors were more modern and came later. Ladies and gentlemen, the region of Opoczno. So from central Poland, we now go east, and we see the region of Lublin, almost to the border with the Ukraine. The region of Lublin is where the University of Marie Curie Skłodowska is, and really hallmark to this region, you see the costume has many, many ribbons. And ribbons were a sign of wealth. So when you see these folks with the ribbons, and this is Tom and Eva, you're going to see folks that have a little bit of wealth and money. So they were able to put the ribbons on the costume. The other thing that's very traditional for the married woman, you see the married woman wearing the humelka. Whenever, and you will see, gentlemen, a wreath on Our Lady's heads, that means they're not taken, no husband. But when you see the headscarf or the humelka, that means hands off. There's a husband around. So the region of Lublin is very, very pretty. And in eastern Poland, that's Eva and Tom. Thank you. As we travel down towards the Carpathian Mountains, one of the most elaborate costumes that you're going to see is the region of Nowy Sącz. The region of Nowy Sącz in southern Poland is very unique in the mountains. The city literally lies in the valley of the Poprad, the Dunajec, and the Kamienica River. So what you're going to see is that area was a crossroads for people that were going to the south to hunt and to Czechoslovakia passed through and had some effect on the regional costume. We have Zuzia and Bill wearing the costume of Nowy Sącz. Also in this area, you're going to see geographically the region of Nowy Sącz lies just midway between Krakow and Zakopane in the mountains, and it absorbed the influences from both of those regions. Also, as you see Zuzia, it's one of the very few costumes in European folklore that has a pink color. And you're going to see the pink flowered skirt and the pink apron. And again, she's the married lady, so she wears the chusteczka on her head, and she also has the scarf. We're going to ask Bill, where'd he go, over here, to walk through and to show you his costume. Those costumes are some of the most heavily embroidered in Polish folk dancing. You're also going to see the traditional leather belt worn by the men in this region. And this is for the married man. And what we call the overcoat, the sukmana. All that very elaborate embroidery was hand done, and we had that done back in 1991 in the village, and it was in the dance group. Ladies and gentlemen, the region of Nowy Sącz. And ladies and gentlemen, we next travel to the area of Krakow, the city of Krakow, very close to Nowy Sącz. And Clay and Marysia are wearing the national costume of Poland that I'm wearing as well. And the national costume of Poland is very, very important to us. This is a costume that's worn by couples throughout Poland. Typical is the rogativka hat with the peacock feathers. And this hat's very unique because it was worn at weddings, okay? And this is a time when Clay would have worn this at his wedding. And you're also going to see the typical red striped pants with the long kamizelka, or blue vest, with the leather belt and the bangles. Also, as you see Mary's unmarried for today, with the wreath on. And you see the beautiful, beautiful vest, which is beaded from the region of Kraków. And you're also going to see the flowered skirt, which is very, very traditional. In this area of Kraków, both eastern and western Kraków, you're going to see the national dance of Poland, the Krakowiak, which is one of the 5 national dances of Poland. It's often been said that if a Pole only had the chance to see one national dance, then let it be the Krakowiak, because it reflects the energy and proud nature of all Polish people. And finally, we have 2 young ladies. We'll have first Teresa come out. And Teresa's in the region of Rzeszów in southeastern Poland. And the region of Rzeszów in the south is particularly beautiful because in this area we have swift pivoting polkas. Many of the polkas that you have seen Polish people dance have emanated from this area. She is wearing the jacket, which is indicative of the married woman, and she has a chusteczka, or a headscarf, so she is married. And the embroidery from this area is particularly beautiful because it is the red and blue pattern, and the skirts are very colorful along with the shawl. And that's the region of Rzeszów, ladies and gentlemen. And then finally, we go to the mountains, and we go really into the mountains of Beskid Śląsk. We have Aga here, and Aga's wearing the costume, the folk costume of Beskid Śląsk. And this costume reflects the area, which is Poland, just on the border with Czechoslovakia, or actually now the Czech Republic. And you're gonna see very typical, it's a very plain costume, but very beautiful costume, where the woman has the white blouse with the red embroidered pattern on the sleeves, the blue apron. It's very unique because it's one of the few regions where the women wear the red tights. And also, unlike the rest of us that are wearing boots, you're going to see the mountain folks down here wear the traditional moccasins, or what we call kierpse. So ladies and gentlemen, the region of Beskid Śląsk. So just to show you the diversity of Poland and all of the costumes, we're going to have our dancers come out. And give you a close-up just so you can see that all of these costumes, ladies and gentlemen, are from one country. Sort of interesting, isn't that? So we're very proud to exhibit. We don't get a chance often to do that, but we've been fortunate that our collection is very large. And today at Bowie, we wanted to give you an idea of just how diverse our folklore is in our home country of Poland. That being said, we very much would like to dance with you and teach you a few dances from Poland. So our dancers are going to come around, please. I even see Mr. Dog is interested. Maybe he's going to dance with us too. Oh, he's wagging his tail. So please, we invite you. We're going to do a few audience participation. Please come out and dance with us. Go, go. I can hold that sushi. Okay. Okay. Everybody, pull on ahead. Three steps. So what you're going to do is 10. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Just want to practice that. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Good. 2, 3, and lead us here, Bill. Lead the line. Perfect. And guess what? That would be left, right. Bill, great. And the leaders stay there. Perfect. Bill, it's on track 1. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how about this for your entertainment from Bowie with folks from Bowie and the Ojczyzna dancers, the Polonez, one of the national dances of Poland. One hip. One hip. Yep. Right foot. Everybody, right foot.
Waltz, Tara, Tara, waltz. I've got the same part.
Okay, absolutely. We're going to do some walking. Right there. Ready. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get you up here. We're going to do some waltzing. So please grab a partner and dance with us. We'd love to dance with you. Very nice.
Mam wieczorek dla ciebie. Teraz widzę, że ja zakochany Bogusiu. Jestem ja w tobie bez brak. Niech to będzie na zawsze. Świeci słońcem co dzień. Ci przypomina, że cię kocham zawsze, amen. With this ring, I do with this ring, love you with this ring, we trust and obey. With this ring, I do with this ring, love you with this ring, on our wedding day. Here's a ring for your finger. Now they know you're mine. Will you wear it forever? Forever this diamond will shine. This ring forms a circle. It has no beginning or end. It's there to remind you I love you forever and ever, amen. With this ring, I do with this ring, love you with this ring, we trust and obey. With this ring, I do with this ring, love you with this ring, on our wedding day.
Very nice. Famous.
Number one, first set.
Oh my goodness, you guys are good dancers, so we can't stop at that. So now it's polka time. So please, this is your chance to really dance with somebody from the homeland. So please, get a partner. Let's see some polka dancing. We would love also to dance with our Native American, our friends. Please join us.
Oh, I got somebody. You got somebody do polka? been here longer than they have. 77 years.
Over here, if we're going to get a picture. Line up with the Native Americans.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, a chestnut. Beautiful, beautiful costumes and Polish dancing. Thank you so very much for participating today.
Oh, this is going to be me. One.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. What a great audience. And many of you have asked for some pictures, so we're going to put two cultures together here with some of the most beautiful costumes of the festival today. And please join in and take some pictures.
Sun getting to you yet? Nope.
Indian.
He's gonna send you to go back over there.
It's just a constant race.
When I saw thank you so much.
You need to sit down somewhere.
Thank you much.